Hi guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk about the difference between forgiving and healing. The reason I talk about this is throughout my consultations, it's very often I will assist my client to go to their past in order to heal their wound. When it comes to the moment, I ask them to describe how the painful memory that they still remember is common, believe it or not, it's a very common answer. Many of the client, probably including you, would come to me and say, I have already forgiven them. Like, I have already forgiven them. You know, I already let it go. I understand they love me, but I already let it go. You know what I mean? So, in many ways, when I'm trying to ask you what hurt you in your childhood, many of you believing since you have been in this process for a long time, you have already learned to let the pain go. Therefore, it's no longer worth mentioning. So in this very particular episode, I really want to share with you guys the difference between forgiving and healing. Yes, it's important for us to, in order to heal our wound, it's important for us to forgive someone. Forgiving someone is not like, I'm going to take in every crap that you do to me from now on. It's more likely to know how to protect yourself. Yes, I forgive what you have done to me, but I would no longer allow that to happen, like ever. So, you know, it's only reasonable for human want to survive. Believe it or not, it's actually falling into the survival instinct. I want to make sure I would never get hurt. So therefore, I come to the conclusion to make sure with whoever hurts me that this thing would not happen ever again. So that is a process of forgiving. I forgive you. Forgive you for creating wound to me. Forgive you for hurting me. Forgive you for whatever you have done to me. Does that mean I would take any crap from now on? No. Sometimes you may even come to the conclusion that it's better we never see each other again. It's better we don't talk to each other again. It's better I'm going to live in the past. Right? You would no longer participate in my future. Why so? It's not like people doesn't forgive you. It's process of I let go of what you have done to me in the past, but in order to prevent this would never happen again, I will make sure that line is very clearly drawn. Okay, this is all process of forgiving. So however your brain gonna process forgiving, so be it. Now I'm gonna talk about healing. Many people believing once I forgive you, once I let the past go, I should heal. But they don't understand why they are not healed. They still feel the pain. They still hurt. They still think about the moment, how their body physically, muscle memory, remember all the pain that it was created. And then when they're at home alone thinking, I don't get it. I don't understand. I already forgive the person. I don't hate the person. But why am I still feeling the pain? You may not understand the association of this, but now I'm going to put it on a scenario which will make it easier for you. Let's say someone accidentally, mistakenly stab you with a knife. Grab a knife, stab you by accident. Didn't mean to hurt you intentionally, but somehow you got hurt. There was a wound. There's blood everywhere, right? So now we're talking about forgiving. Did they do it on purpose? No, they probably do it on purpose. So whatever that happened is, they didn't do it on purpose. Do you have to forgive them? You may or you may not. I don't care. But you will go through the process of forgiving because you want to make sure, please put the knife down. Please don't ever walk close to me again. Please don't ever do something again. So understand this conversation is basically forgiveness. Right? So whether you like the person, don't like the person, whether they do it intentionally or unintentionally, you would try to make sure that boundary is clear from this point forward because I don't want that to ever happen to me again. Okay? So many of you believing once I forgive you, it's okay. It's okay. You didn't do it on purpose. So it's okay. I forgive you. Some reason many of you believe once you do that, your wound, which is still bleeding, still everywhere, will automatically get healed or recover. No, it doesn't. So what do? Once you make sure this part is taken care of, it's only instinct that you will come back and take care of your wound. It goes the same to say as every wound that you have experienced as a soul since your childhood, with your ex-boyfriend, with your girlfriend, with your whoever you ever encounter, will experience certain wounds that need to be attended to, need to be taken care of. How do you know the wound is still there? It's like, hey, it's still bleeding. It still kind of hurts. If any of friends still poke it and it still hurts, trust me, you need to take care of that wound. All right. So don't come to me and say, I already forgive them. I can let it go. It's already in the past. I understand that. Okay, it's great that you do that, because it's great that you know how to protect yourself in a way that would never happen to you again. But guys, healing yourself takes more than just that. Healing yourself takes you to look at your wound and see how deep the wound goes, and then think about how you're going to take care of it. Just like that arm or wherever part of your body got stabbed accidentally, then you need to decide if you want to go to the doctor, or you need to just a band-aid will do, or how deep is the wound, or am I going to lose my arm, or anything like that. Then you will take the measurable procedure in order to take care of that wound. Now, come back to the soul. Our body reacts to whatever incident that we experience as we upbringing. It could be physical pain, it could be emotional pain, it could be mental pain, whatever that is. Any incident that's happening that ever create a dent in your life is most likely got two things that you need to do. One is forgiving, one is healing. Yes, it's great. You go through the spiritual journey. You have learned, or you have mastered of letting it go. And you have mastered of forgiving. Good for you. Now, can you please look at your own wound and realize how deep the cut is, how hurt it has been hurting you, and how it had jeopardized your life? If you do notice it and you are very aware of it, then it's about time for you to look at yourself and start saying that, I think I require healing. Many of you will ask me, how do you heal yourself? It's the simple method. Imagine yourself as a person in that position, right? Now you forgive of the bad guy. Now you look at the wounded. What would you say to them? How would you take care of it? You know what I mean? Like, what would you do to make yourself better? Those are the type of conversation that you actually have to learn to have with yourself, to always remind yourself in order to feel better about yourself. Not every time you go back there, your body is still recalling the pain. It could be a whip on your body. It could be some word that step into your heart. It could be some kind of expression that's still hurting you. Not every time you're going back to your past, you're going to remember the pain. You're not really remembering how to heal yourself. So anyway, for many of you out there who's feeling broken, which is including me, really. I'm not really saying you all, including us. We all somehow gone through certain part of broken experience in order to lift us up. If you still feel you are very all the way down there and you got no way to lift yourself up, really the best way is to evaluate your own wound. There must be some wound in my body that I've been neglecting, because I've been telling everybody I forgive them. I've been letting everything go, but I never come back to myself and attend to my wound. Guys, it's about time, okay? So it doesn't matter how old you are. If you still feel pain, every time you hear people talk about something, it still hurt you, then obviously you still have wound in you. So hope you guys start taking care of yourself, instead of coming to me and say, I don't know, I already forgive them, but why am I still feeling the pain? great. You still have sensation about it, so start attending to it. Well, yeah. So again, if you know what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye now.